This video is a small way of me saying thank you for all of the support, the comments, the likes, and the subscribes. Every single person who has participated in my channel has either brought some of the most wonderful advice or the kindest words ever. And the questions I get, well, I did a tally, and the most common answer is minecarts. So here's me just answering a few of the questions from a few of the subscribers as a small way that I can start to say thank you. I get a ton of questions in the comments, and I love it. A lot of the time I get many of the same questions, and it's usually because I'm a brand new YouTuber. I've only been doing this for about 3 months now, and I'm still a noob. Been playing Minecraft a lot longer. To answer all of the questions, minecarts, and sometimes llamas. Let me explain. In my sugarcane video, shamelessly plugged in the description down below, I got several subscribers that were asking how I did my collection system. Well, here it is. For the video, I built it in creative so I could use as many power rails as I wanted, and I just have the minecart bouncing back and forth on a string of powered rails and then sliding over a few hoppers. That's all it is. But this is the simple version. Maybe you want something a little more complicated. Well, here we go. Dig a trench with 1 block deep on the left, 2 blocks deep on the right, and make it 32 long. Now at the end opposite your collection system, just dig it out 2 extra blocks, 2 deep, and then over 4 more blocks for 5 total. And then dig it back. Be sure to put in the 1 block high. Now do the same on the edge of your collection system and complete it all the way around. You should have something that looks like this. Pick one point in the start, and you can place a redstone block like this and pop a powered rail on top, or count out 10 spaces, dig down 2, place a redstone torch, which is more survival friendly, replace the block right on top of that one, and then pop your powered rail right on top of that one. Do that all the way around, filling in between with regular rails. Of course, you can connect multiple powered rails together off of just one of those power sources. Dig out a little stair step down, pop a chest just like this, grab your hoppers and point them into the chest, and any extra hoppers you feel you might need, just point them into the hoppers pointing into the chest. Now, you can run powered rails over the hoppers without hurting them. You just can't power the hoppers. So you'll need to place your power source, say, above there instead of below. Grab a hopper minecart and send it on its way, making certain that it completes the entire route. The dirt goes over the rails. The water goes in the 1 wide channel. The building blocks go over all 3. Pistons, redstone down the middle, observers, and building blocks. Glass, plants. The other question I get is, how do you make those fancy pickup and drop-off systems? To build this one, it's pretty simple. So you can have powered rails that run right up to it, but then you're going to switch to a detector rail, just like this. And you're going to place a block up here, and then you're going to place a temporary rail up there, which causes this angle to happen. Break that, and then add another block right on top. Right beside it, place a block, and then bring out with 2 temporary blocks, bring it 2 blocks up again. From a position over the detector rail, pop a comparator, pop a repeater pointed towards the rails, but 1 block above. Pop a fence gate right over that rail, not the detector rail, but the one right in front of it. Redstone torch, dot a redstone. That keeps the gate open. Now pop a hopper directly above the detector rail. And it'll look like it's smushing on it, but the cart fits in there just fine. Now, whenever there's anything in the hopper, just like this, it shuts the gate and blocks the cart underneath to continue loading. As soon as the hopper is empty, it opens the gate, and the momentum of the angled rail sends the cart right off. I do recommend having powered rails right up close to it, just like that. Now on the unloading side, we have a couple of differences, but mostly it's the same. We have the powered rails running right up to the base of the detector rail, which is angled in the same way. We've dropped the comparator down one block, so it's actually measuring the detector rail, and what it's measuring is the hopper minecart while it's on the detector rail. So if there's anything in it, the comparator gets set off, it powers this block, which depowers the torch, which depowers the redstone dust, which depowers the repeater, which closes the gate and blocks the cart. Let's see that in action. All right, so right now the minecart is loading up 2 stacks of stone. And here it comes. And you'll notice it's offloading right now. And look how quickly it moves. And then as soon as it's empty, the gate is powered again, opens up, and lets the cart move off. Now down below, we were able to have it unload so quickly because right there is the detector rail, and balanced halfway in between or on top of 2 hoppers just like this pointed into this chest is another minecart with a hopper. It's amazingly fast to watch a minecart hopper unload into a minecart hopper, which then unloads into these 2 hoppers, which then unloads into these chests, and you can see all of the items I've sent. Sometimes I get asked, what is my favorite thing in Minecraft? This is absolutely my favorite thing in Minecraft. This is the silliest thing I've ever seen in Minecraft. It's a villager in a boat with a llama in a minecart. The next question I get the most is from my iron farm video. Shameless plug, the link is in the description below. Well, anyways, the question is, how do you get them up there? In a 60 block tall iron farm, how do you get the villagers up to the top platform? Well, minecarts. All right, so way up in the sky there, I've built a platform. And what we're going to do is get some villagers up there very quickly and very easily. From wherever you want to go, get within about 10 or 15 blocks of the platform itself on the ground, and you're going to need a few things. One of the things you're going to need is a villager already in a minecart. Lay some rails to get them to where you want them to go. Place yourself 1 piece of packed or blue ice. Packed is just fine. Dig 1 hole down just like this. Put dirt on 3 sides of that hole and on 1 side of the ice just like this, and make it 3 tall. Take signs and pop them on the dirt that sticks out next to the ice. Now using this configuration right here, just like this, build the tower all the way up as high as you need to go. Once you've got your tower as high as you want to go, come out 10 blocks in the direction you want to go. And then on the other 3 sides, build it up 3. Do not put a roof over the hole, though. Don't put a block like that. Now create a little fence, just like this, to get to the point you want to go. And of course, you can drop it down just like this. Do the same on the other side. Not in the normal spot where you put it, but 1 block up so that it's going to spill out. Put your bucket of water. Make certain that the water doesn't push you off an edge anywhere. Now jump down the hole and swim to the bottom. The signs should have stopped the water from pouring out. It's at this point, take your kelp and planting from the bottom, swim up planting your kelp the entire way. This will turn the water into water source blocks. Once you are all the way back up to the top, jump in again and swim to the bottom. You can break the kelp as you go. Make certain to get that bottom piece. Finally, grab one piece of soul sand. Place it in the gap in the bottom just like this, and watch for bubbles to form in the water. Now that we've got bubbles in the water, all you have to do is send your villager up the tube. And he flies up, and you should see him pop out of the top, but immediately land unharmed without any damage in the water stream, which will move nice and slowly down through. You can follow up with a second and a third villager in just a short amount of time. Pop some rails just like this, and they will automatically go right into your spot. We used a total of 11 rails to get this villager from all the way down there all the way up here. Several stacks of dirt, though, of course, too, and at least one stack of kelp. I'm Aristotle, and this has been The Answer is Always Minecarts. See ya! 500 subs. We passed 500 subs this week. I can't believe it. You guys are so awesome.